Standing in front of an audience, you might find yourself questioning everything. What if I forget my words? What if people judge me? What if I fail? These thoughts are not just momentary doubts. They reflect deeper mental patterns that shape how you perceive yourself and your abilities. Stage fright is not just about physical symptoms, it's about how you think. In this lecture, we will examine the mental barriers that contribute to stage fright and how shifting your mindset can help you build confidence. You will learn how self-doubt, fear of judgment, and negative past experiences influence performance anxiety. This session will introduce cognitive reframing techniques, strategies that help you replace self-criticism with a growth mindset that fosters confidence. In this lecture, you will learn how self-doubt, fear of judgment, and past experiences create mental barriers to confidence, the impact of negative self-talk and how to reframe it into constructive thoughts, how to develop a growth mindset that strengthens resilience and confidence, how mental barriers create stage fright. When people experience stage fright, they often assume the problem lies in their ability to perform. In reality, much of stage fright comes from what happens in the mind before and during a performance. 3 major mental barriers contribute to performance anxiety. Self-doubt. Self-doubt is the belief that you are not good enough, prepared enough, or skilled enough to succeed. It can manifest in thoughts like, I'm not a good speaker. I don't belong here. People will see that I'm not confident. Self-doubt often comes from comparison. You might compare yourself to someone who appears more confident or polished, leading you to feel inadequate. The truth is, confidence is not a trait you are born with. It is something you build through action. Even the most accomplished speakers were once beginners. Fear of judgment. The fear of judgment is the idea that others are watching you closely, ready to criticize your every move. This is often exaggerated by a psychological phenomenon called the spotlight effect, where people believe they are being noticed far more than they actually are. Most audience members are not analyzing your every word or movement. They are focused on the message. The fear of judgment often stems from negative past experiences, where one embarrassing moment led to the belief that future performances will end the same way. Negative past experiences. A single bad experience, forgetting lines in a speech, receiving criticism, or being laughed at, can shape how you view yourself in future performances. This happens because the brain is wired to remember threats more than successes. If a past performance did not go well, your brain wants to avoid a similar situation to prevent discomfort. The key to overcoming this is changing how you interpret past experiences. Instead of seeing them as proof of failure, recognize them as learning experiences. Every speaker, no matter how accomplished, has had bad performances. What separates confident speakers from those stuck in fear is how they respond to those moments. Cognitive reframing, changing your inner dialogue. Confidence starts with how you talk to yourself. If you constantly tell yourself that you are going to fail, you are reinforcing fear. Cognitive reframing is a method used in psychology to shift negative thoughts into constructive ones. Identifying negative self-talk. The first step in reframing your mindset is recognizing the thoughts that fuel your anxiety. Some common examples include, I will make a fool of myself. Everyone will notice if I mess up. I'm not a natural speaker. Instead of accepting these thoughts as facts, challenge them. Ask yourself, what proof do I have that this will happen? Has everyone who has ever made a mistake failed completely? If someone else were in my position, what advice would I give them? Reframing self-doubt into confidence-building thoughts. Once you recognize negative thoughts, replace them with more constructive statements. Instead of, I'm not a good speaker, say, I am improving with every practice session. Instead of, people will judge me, say, the audience wants me to succeed. Instead of, what if I fail? Say, mistakes are a normal part of learning. Adopting a growth mindset. A fixed mindset believes that abilities are set in stone. If you are bad at public speaking, you will always be bad. A growth mindset recognizes that skills can be developed through effort. The most confident speakers are not confident because they never failed. They are confident because they failed, learned, and kept going. People with a growth mindset view challenges as opportunities, not threats. See mistakes as learning experiences, not failures. Focus on progress rather than perfection. To shift to a growth mindset, start small. Speak in front of a mirror, practice with friends, or record yourself to track improvement. Confidence is built, not inherited.